Hi, my name is Andy Allgreen, and I am a real estate agent in Des Moines for Keller Williams. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why the Des Moines real estate market is not crashing. So I'm getting my stats and data from a guy named Les Solgrove, and he's getting his data from DMAR, which is the Des Moines, Iowa Association of Realtors. Right now, there are roughly 3,000 homes that are currently on the market, active on the MLS. In 2007-9 timeframe, there were roughly 7,500 to 8,000. So that kind of just initially tells us that there was higher inventory levels back in 2007-9 than compared to right now. So when I say homes, it's kind of defined into four different categories. You have existing homes, existing condo townhomes, new construction or like new home builds, and then you have your new condo townhomes. Initially, we know the inventory levels are lower, but in my opinion, doesn't really paint a big enough picture of kind of what I'm trying to describe on why I believe the market isn't crashing. So then I kind of go another step further and then look at two other numbers. Those numbers are the number of days on market and months of inventory. Number of days on market essentially just tells you when you list your house on the MLS, that's going to be roughly how many days your house is going to sit until you have an accepted offer. The months of inventory levels tells us a couple different things. First, it tells us if no more homes were to come on the market, it would take us that many number of months to run out of inventory till the months of inventory is zero. Second, it tells us basically who the market is favoring at that current time. A seller's market is when months of inventory is 0 to 3 months. A balanced or even market is 3 to 5 months, and then 5+ is buyer's market. And some agents kind of vary those numbers a little bit, but I'm going to go off of what Les Solgrove has on his graph, and kind of he's been doing this a while, so that's kind of what I base my numbers off of. So if you look at this graph, days on market is currently sitting at 11. If you list your house today, it is on average going to stay on the market 11 days before you get an accepted offer. Months of inventory is currently sitting at 3.4, so that tells us we are sitting in a balanced market currently in Des Moines. If you go one step further, look at the number below that, it's sitting at 2. So existing homes, days on market is currently sitting at 2. So that number tells us we are sitting in a seller's market for existing homes. And compared to the data, basically 2 years, from the past 2 years, that number is higher. So it is changing, which I think is relevant because it's basically telling us that the market is shifting. So what does this information tell us? It tells me the data I'm seeing that the Des Moines market is most likely not going to crash. Des Moines and the Midwest are fairly insulated markets. Things tend to happen slower. I spoke with a lender a couple days ago, and he told me that Des Moines, he had a good saying, it was like Des Moines steady Eddie. You don't see major highs, you don't see major lows, it's just pretty steady. When compared to like East Coast, West Coast, things happen a lot more quicker out there, and then it kind of moves in, but it doesn't hit us as hard. It tells me homes are still selling fast if they are priced correctly and marketed correctly, because buyer demand is still high, because supply is still low. So there's just still not enough houses that are currently active on the market, which in turn keeps driving prices up higher, not as high as we've seen the past 2 years. You're not going to see that 10-12% appreciation. It's kind of going back down to the average kind of in Des Moines, which is at 4 or 5% year over year. So that's why I think the Des Moines real estate market isn't going to crash. Let me know your thoughts if you agree, disagree. Again, my name's Andy Allgreen, realtor for Keller Williams in Des Moines.